Hello everyone, good morning. Wish you all a very happy Dasera. I am Millie and welcome to Phoenix Rise and Shine with me. दशहरे के दिन पे as we know, दशहरा resembles victory of good over evil. So आज एक thought था कि let's discuss something in terms of this. And I thought why not discuss negative self-love over positive self-love. And इस पे अपने एक incident के through I would want to explain my journey as to how I have realized what negative or what no self-love really means. So initially when I was trying for BPOs, as we all know that there was a time जब BPOs बहुत boom कर रहा था and everybody was wanting to go because of obvious reasons of the higher salary it paid, right? So of course मैंने भी try किया and I thought कि I have an work experience, so I'm sure they will take me, इतना कोई problem नहीं होना चाहिए. And of course I went for the interview. There were a lot of people along with me. And those days, of course, I was very new. I had no idea of what grooming looks like और किस तरीके से dress up करना चाहिए जब आप जाते हो interview को. जो था बस वही पहन के चले गए. Makeup के नाम पे भी कुछ नहीं था. I was like, how does it matter? My experience would matter rather than मेरे जो looks है. ये मेरी mentality पूरी lifetime तक थी until this particular incident happened. जब मैं इंटरव्यू गई तो I saw the HR taking the resumes, right? They first collect the resume, then they call you for group discussion, of course, even a basic self-introduction as well. So the moment she came and when she was taking my resume, उसने मुझे बहुत amazing look दिया right from top to bottom, and that look was very embarrassing, like what have you worn and come, right? And of course there was another person next to me who was completely dressed. I would say formally dressed as you would go for an interview, and of course they were presentable, and I was wondering कि how does it matter? मेरा तो experience है, उनको देखकर ही fresher लग रहे हैं, how does it matter, right? And I was just relaxed, but for my surprise, I didn't get through. Basically उनका जो look था वो इतना effective था ये बोलने में कि you don't look that you've come for an interview, and somewhere that thing was playing in my mind, and it affected me when I went for the interview. And of course I goofed up for obvious reasons because मेरा सारा दिमाग वही चल रहा था कि I think ये मुझे नहीं लेंगे क्योंकि मैंने इस तरीके से कपड़े पहने. I think ये मुझे नहीं लेंगे. Constantly मेरा mind वहीं पर था and I couldn't focus. And of course, while the group discussion, I goofed up and I spoke one of the Hindi word, and those days it was very very crucial कि आप बिल्कुल भी interviews के वक्त, or even now for that matter, you cannot mix Hindi and English together. It has to be one proper language, and on that basis they kind of rejected me. But the lesson I learned was you have to go well groomed, and of course I realized कि शायद that was not the right thing to do, and maybe I took it too casually thinking looks don't matter or the way you dress up don't matter. And of course after that I started paying more attention to how I look, or at least a basic thing has to be in place. Of course it was not completely to the mark. And when I was reflecting, I realized why did I do that? Why I did not take it seriously, or rather why I did not take myself that seriously. I realized there was lack of self-love. There was really lack of self-love in me, because those days I was in the age where you have your puberty hormones going on, and of course your hormones are at peak. Sometimes you have acne, sometimes your skin is not good, sometimes your hair is not good, right? And of course the people who I was around with had no knowledge of how to deal with these kind of things, right? So in this bargain I eventually started hating myself. Okay, I don't look nice, I have a lot of pimples, I have a lot of hair, and I'm the ugliest person on the earth, and that thing was just adding on and on all the time. And I realized that the day I started taking care of myself, so of course when I realized what to do, I have to go to the doctor, I have to go to a dermatologist, I have to consult somebody who can help me out, right? That's when things started making sense to me. That's when things started falling in place. And of course, it built my self-confidence, and it made me realize that, no matter what, you have to love yourself. No matter you have acne, no matter you have weight gain issues, no matter it can be the roughest patch of life, right? But you cannot have negative self-talk. You cannot hate yourself. It really does disaster to your own self. You're just affecting your own self and your self-image. So on this note, I would just say that love yourself no matter what. Time will pass. This is just a phase, but don't just sit there saying I don't like it. Please do something about it. There are a lot of options today. There are a lot of treatments. It can be Ayurvedic, homeopathy, allopathy, whatever you do. There are treatments. And come on, you cannot just sit and say things has to get better, right? Or mera face theek ho jayega, main theek ho jaungi ya ho jaunga. You have to work towards yourself. As I say, grooming and looking nice is more of discipline than you just putting makeup or doing anything else. You really have to take care of yourself, and taking care of yourself demands discipline. So I request everyone, you do the same. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.